Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely pumped to dive into this one with you because today we are talking about a journey that completely captivated the globe. We're reliving Spain's incredible road to becoming FIFA World Champions. And let me tell you, this wasn't just about winning a few football matches. This was a campaign that shifted the entire landscape of international football and built an enduring legacy. Every single goal, every grueling challenge they faced, and every piece of pure magic on the pitch led to this historic triumph.
From heartbreak to history, from a nation searching for its next golden generation to standing once again at the top of world football. For a long time, there was this lingering shadow over the national team. We saw a nation in transition, stepping out from the echoes of past legends, desperately hoping to find their way back into the spotlight. The critics were loud, but as you'll see, the players on this squad stepped up, the veterans led with absolute resolve, those critics were firmly silenced, and a brand new era of Spanish dominance was born.
Chapter 1. The New Golden Generation. After years of rebuilding, a fresh era emerged to take Spain back to the very top.
Following the legendary golden era of Xavi, Andres Iniesta, and David Villa, there were some genuine, serious doubts clouding the team's future. But the magic of this run really begins with this fresh, incredibly dynamic core of young talents. We're talking about Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, Nico Williams, and Pau Cubarsí. By blending seamlessly with seasoned veterans, these young stars meant Spain entered the tournament not just as participants, but as undeniable contenders who carried themselves with immense confidence.
And driving this new squad was a tactical blueprint set out by coach Luis de la Fuente. It wasn't just about throwing talented kids on the pitch. It was about a unified, unyielding philosophy: control possession, attack fearlessly, never stop pressing, maintain complete team unity. This blueprint proved to the world that Spain wasn't just showing up to compete. No way. They were showing up to win absolutely everything, relying on relentless pressing and beautiful attacking football.
Chapter 2. Group Stage Dominance. When the tournament kicked off, Spain executed their philosophy with flawless precision, finishing the group stage totally unbeaten and proving they belonged among the world's elite.
So, moving into the knockout stages, where, as we all know, there are absolutely 0 second chances. A single mistake can end the dream right there. First up in the round of 32, they faced Austria. And Austria actually came out super aggressive, looking to surprise the Spanish giants. But Spain's brilliant passing combinations just dismantled them, creating countless opportunities. They scored early, then added another, and then another, a commanding 3-0 victory to start the gauntlet.
Next up in the round of 16 was a fierce Iberian rivalry against Portugal, a team that knew them extremely well. It turned into this incredibly intense tactical battle. Portugal sat in a deep defense, eager to strike on the counterattack, while Spain relied on their signature tactical passing and a remarkably solid defense of their own. After a really tense stalemate, where neither side could break through, one perfectly timed Spanish finish resulted in a hard-fought 1-0 win that kept the dream alive.
Then came the quarterfinals against Belgium, easily one of Europe's strongest and most formidable teams. This match literally had everything: fast attacks, crazy saves, pure end-to-end football. Spain opened the scoring, but Belgium struck right back and equalized. The tension inside that stadium was unbelievable. But Spain, staying completely true to their identity, produced yet another magical attacking move. A clinical finish restored their lead, ending the match in a 2-1 victory. They were now just 2 wins away from ultimate glory.
Chapter 3. Defeating Europe's giants. Waiting for them in the semifinals was France, an absolute football giant, packed with elite, world-class talent.
A lot of people predicted this would be Spain's toughest challenge yet, but defying those expectations, Spain delivered an absolute masterclass. Every single player executed the game plan flawlessly. They completely controlled midfield possession and systematically shut down every single dangerous French attack. Through total tactical dominance, they punished every French mistake with clinical finishing.
They walked away with a brilliant 2-0 victory, completely shutting out one of the most dangerous attacking teams in the world. And just like that, they officially reached the World Cup final. Only one match remained.
Chapter 4. The Ultimate Prize against Argentina. Standing between Spain and the history books was the reigning powerhouse. And after striking first, Spain took a tense 1-0 lead in a fiercely fought battle.
But let me tell you, defending a 1-0 lead in a final is pure agony. Argentina launched a relentless final push. It was wave after wave of pressure, cross after cross soaring into the box, shot after shot rocketing toward the goal. The tension was suffocating, you could barely breathe.
But Spain defended with absolute unyielding determination until the referee finally blew the whistle. Spain were world champions. History had been written.
Chapter 5. The Heroes of Spain. When we look back at the legacy of this team, it is so crucial to emphasize that this historic victory wasn't just a one-man show.
It was the ultimate collective effort. You had Lamine Yamal inspiring fans around the world with his creativity, Pedri masterfully pulling the strings and controlling every midfield battle, Nico Williams absolutely terrifying opposing defenders with his blistering pace. The defensive line stood like an impenetrable wall, and the goalkeeper produced massive, tournament-saving stops when the stakes were at their absolute highest. Every single player contributed, they all bought in, and together they conquered the world.
Spain's incredible journey reminds us exactly why we love this sport. It's not just about raw talent. It's about belief, teamwork, sacrifice, and never ever backing down. So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to reflect on as we wrap up this explainer. When you look at this young core, their tactical mastery, and the sheer heart they displayed out there on the pitch, could this Spanish team go on to become one of the greatest international teams in football history? It is definitely a fascinating question to ponder. Thank you so much for hanging out and learning with me today, and keep diving into the incredible stories that shape our world.